Welcome to Tales Beyond Threads. Dive into the most intriguing Reddit stories from across the internet. Sit back, relax, and let the stories unfold. Am I the butthole for starting the divorce process after finding out my daughter isn't mine? Hello everyone, first off I want to say I'm high on emotion and drunk while typing this, so excuse any writing mistakes. Also I want to thank everyone that has supported me and sent me nice messages. Now on the update, after seeing a lot of advice, I decided to meet up with my wife in a cafe today. My best friend and his wife were there as well, just in case she tried to pull anything. I'm just going to keep it short. She tried apologizing and I just didn't want to hear it, and asked what I wanted to ask, why she cheated, and if she already had done a DNA test like I suspected, and the reason she gave is the main cause why I'm drunk in my best friend his guest room. She cheated because the guy was attractive and she made a mistake. Isn't that a... Give someone all you have, and one attractive dude comes and she fucks you right over. And yes, she already has taken the DNA test and my daughter isn't mine. I'm still going to take a DNA test for proof in court, and as well to just make peace with it. I also blocked my mom and sister, and will probably give my mom a visit in the coming week to give her a piece of my mind. Yeah, that's about it. My wife just fucked the guy because he was attractive. Ain't that a bitch? Sorry if this isn't the update you wanted to hear, but yeah. I'm honestly with you on this one. I think separating yourself from them, mom and sister, is what I would have done, harsh words included. I would also let mom and sis know that him cutting them off means cutting off any kids who'd be their actual grandchild nibblings in the future, since they favor his cheating ex. Am I the butthole for telling my future Mill not to come to the wedding if she doesn't change her outfit? I 26F am getting married to my fiancée 26M in a few months' time. I offered to go shopping with my future Mill for her outfit as she only has sons, and I thought this would be a fun thing to experience together. She turned me down and decided to go with a friend instead. We had multiple conversations about what kind of outfit she would end up with, and specifically spoke about how I wasn't okay with guests wearing white or ivory, as in my eyes this is something that should be reserved for the bride. She went shopping for her outfit yesterday and sent me photographs of so many beautiful outfits that she tried on while she was still in the store. I answered right away and we were texting the whole time. I should probably mention that none of these outfits are white or ivory. Yesterday evening I checked in to see if she had been successful, and she then sent a photograph of the outfit she had bought, asking what I thought of it. It was not one of the photos she had already sent, and the dress is white. The store she bought it from is not cheap, and doesn't offer refunds or returns, which I know from shopping there previously. I was furious. I spoke with my fiancé. He agreed with me that it seemed she had purposefully been deceitful because the dress is white. We agreed that the dress is lovely, but that the color is crossing a line. I haven't responded to Mill yet as I don't really know what to say. I don't want to be a bridezilla, but at the same time, this is a boundary that I had established before she went looking for an outfit. My fiancé has spoken to Mill. He hasn't mentioned my feelings about the dress, but she has told him that she doesn't think I like it. When he asked her why she thought that, she stopped answering. Would I be the asshole if tell her she can't wear the dress to our wedding? Not the butthole. What your fiancé needs to do is ask to see the dress, and he tells her it's inappropriate to wear white. His mom, his issue. He can be a big boy and take care of this for you. Yep, this is exactly what I had to do. My Mill wore a floor-length ivory pantsuit to her daughter's wedding, and I made it very clear early on that we were not playing that game with our wedding. Sure enough, she sent pics of a white sundress, and I immediately stopped replying and told my then fiancé about it. He handled it, and Mill eventually bought a very pretty teal dress to wear. Am I the butthole for not telling my coworker my brother was dead and catching her in a terrible lie? My one and only update. Skip the next 3 paragraphs if you only want the update. I just want to address the way I talk about my brother since there are so many mixed opinions. I can never ever talk about my brother like he never existed. To me that's so disrespectful to his memory. I think you won't understand unless you're in these shoes. If you are and speak about your loved one differently, that's fine. My brothers and I did everything together. We were born and raised as a set of 3. We wore matching outfits and went to the same schools. We immigrated to the US together. We celebrated every birthday and major milestone together. When he died, a part of me died too. I haven't enjoyed my birthday since because instead of being happy I'm older, I just think about how he can't celebrate his own day. No life circumstances change the fact we were born as triplets. I could never say I have only one brother because to me that's not true. My other brother and parents speak the same way. A lot of people in my grief support group do too. No one has ever gotten upset at me and have been very understanding about it. However, people have been weird when I used to say he was dead up front soon after his death, which is why I switched in the first place, which is why I was so stunned Kate blew up at me. But I think I might consider being more blunt. I guess someone's going to be mad or weird about it no matter how I say. Update, so I was too chicken to talk in person to my administration manager right away after this post and all of the help. I emailed her when I left for work Monday, and she was still there for another 2 hours, and asked to talk in person today before clinic started. Work was definitely weird, but I just avoided Kate and those girls and got help from other staff when needed. I talked early today to my manager after she read my email and she was horrified. Apologized to me again and again and told me all 3 would be dealt with, but seems like she was most angry at Kate. She didn't guarantee exactly anything would happen because she still has to do an investigation and get everyone's sides, but I think they will definitely be punished some way. I don't know if that's getting fired or suspension or just scolded, but that made me happier. I think I should clarify my coworkers other than those 3 haven't been icing me out, just whispering, because they know something happened between us. But I like them, and they're very nice to me. I didn't talk to them about it since I took it up higher, but I hope they understand me. I'm not sure if I'm staying at this office. Depends on what happens to the 3 girls in the next weeks, but I probably won't update again. I know a lot of people wanted me to take legal action, but I really don't want to rock the boat too much. I'm applying to medical school right now and hope to start in fall 2025, so I just want this behind me fast and not have any court stuff on my record for now. If it gets too bad, I'd rather just leave and enjoy my last year of freedom. That's pretty much all that happened. I wanted to thank you all so much for all of the kind words these past days. I was going through confusion, and your comments made me angrier towards Kate and made me take action. You are so sweet and helped me through a tough time. I think I'll be okay. Dude, Kate is deranged. I am so very sorry this happened to you, and I get the not mentioning your brother died in casual conversations. I am glad your boss is taking this seriously. If Kate was my employee, I'd fire her if it was feasible legally, procedure compliant, etc. It speaks to a mind I do not trust to make sound decisions, and I don't micromanage, so screw that. Messy colleagues always suck. Keep your workspace and mouth from being gross, Kate. Am I the butthole for telling my fiancée will be no wedding if she keeps insisting I invite my parents? My dad left the family and went no contact when I 35M was 4. My mom remarried and had 2 kids with my stepdad. My stepdad never treated me poorly but always made clear that I was Dale's fake name to him. He was not my dad. My mom never tried to fix the relationship and honestly loved her new family and always saw me as a burden. That's what I thought, at least until it was confirmed after my freshman year of college when my mom asked me not to come home anymore. I blocked her after that phone call and have had no contact with her or my stepdad and half-brother since then. I do still speak to my half-sister 25F at her insistence, but that's my only contact. It took me a long time to deal with basically being kicked out of my family. I grew to be pretty independent and thought I'd live alone until I met my fiancée 28F 4 years ago. We have had a great relationship and her family opened up and invited me in with open arms. She comes from a pretty typical suburban family and they are great. Over the years I've told her about my issues with my family. She has met my sister and she never pushed for more until we started planning the wedding. When we started talking about who we would invite, I talked about friends from college and coworkers, and she kept saying I should invite my parents. At first I thought she was just trying to gauge if I wanted to. I said I would not be inviting my parents. She said okay, but then brought it up again the next day. I calmly explained how much they hurt me, how growing up feeling you were unwanted and then having it confirmed at 19 really stunted my mental health. That over the years I have realized it's their problem, and if they ever want to solve it, then they can initiate, but I am in contact with my sister, and it is clear they are happy insisting I don't exist. It sucks, but it's their problem that they have thrust onto me. I can't be the one to solve it. I thought it had ended, but she has brought it up 2 more times. The last one was last night. We were about to start the save the dates, and she said, "Are you sure you don't want to invite your parents?" I feel like I might just invite them on my side. And I snapped. I told her we should probably just throw the invitations away because if you can't respect what I've been through, then I don't want to marry you, I then went to our bedroom and fumed for a while. She came in to try to talk to me and I walked out, grabbed my keys and left. I came back around 11 p.m. after hanging with friends and slept on the couch. She left for work without a word to me, and I don't know where we stand. Her behavior is unacceptable, but I feel I may have gone too far. What do you all think? Am I the butthole? Not the butthole. I remember a post from a long time ago where the groom was no contact with his extremely abusive mother and the bride had secretly invited her to the wedding. When the groom saw his mother, he left the bride at the altar, and all of the siblings and his father berated her for being so thoughtless. The relationship was finished because she couldn't respect the groom's wishes. If she doesn't respect you now, she won't respect you once you're married. You did not go too far. Honestly, we see posts on here with regular frequency where someone's partner thinks they know better and invite the estranged family to the wedding as a surprise, or have gone behind their partner's back and forged a relationship with the estranged family because they're family. She is not taking you seriously, and I will not be surprised if she goes behind your back and does all of the above and more. Am I the butthole for not inviting my best friend to my wedding after she made a pass at my fiancé? I, F25, have been best friends with Claire, F26, since high school. We've been through everything together: breakups, family dramas, and countless life changes. Claire was even there when I met my fiancé, Tom, M27, 2 years ago. She was thrilled for me and supported our relationship from the start. Tom proposed to me 6 months ago and I was over the moon. I immediately asked Claire to be my maid of honor, and she accepted with enthusiasm. Everything seemed perfect until a month ago. Tom and I hosted an engagement party at our place, inviting close friends and family. Claire, being my best friend, was there early to help with preparations. As the night went on and people started drinking, I noticed Claire getting unusually close to Tom. At first I brushed it off as friendly banter, but then I overheard something that made my heart drop. While I was in the kitchen, I heard Claire say to Tom, if things were different, you and I would have made a great couple. Tom, visibly uncomfortable, tried to laugh it off and change the subject. But Claire persisted, touching his arm and saying, "I'm just saying, you're quite a catch." I was shocked and hurt. This was my best friend hitting on my fiancé at our engagement party. I confronted Claire later that night, and she dismissed it as a joke, claiming she was drunk and didn't mean anything by it. Tom apologized, saying he didn't want to make a scene and didn't think she was serious. However, this incident planted a seed of doubt and betrayal in me. Over the next few weeks, I noticed Claire being more flirtatious with Tom, always under the guise of joking. I tried to talk to her about it again, but she would laugh it off or get defensive, accusing me of being paranoid and insecure. I made the difficult decision to not have Claire as my maid of honor. I couldn't shake off the feeling of betrayal and the fear that she might do something inappropriate at the wedding. I told Claire my decision, and she exploded, calling me irrational and accusing me of ruining our friendship over nothing. My parents and some friends think I'm overreacting, saying Claire was just joking and I should let it go. Now, the wedding is approaching and I haven't invited Claire. The guilt and doubt are eating me up. Did I overreact? Should I have given her another chance? Am I the butthole for not inviting my best friend to my wedding after she made a pass at my fiancé? Sue. Say she was messing around the first time or she was drunk and said something she didn't mean. You conveyed to her you had an issue with her behavior and it made you uncomfortable. A good friend should listen and respect your boundaries, not laugh them off and tell you you're being insecure. I think her response to your sharing your feelings and boundaries is telling. Yeah, no one was laughing. It wasn't a joke. That's just the typical gaslighting. Don't let yourself be treated this way. Ignore the naysayers who don't want to rock the boat. Stick to your gut and make sure your fiancé sticks with you. Thanks for watching Tales Beyond Threads. If you enjoyed the stories, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest tales. See you next time.